hello, how are you? Welcome to Road Odyssey. I am Burke. Hope you're having a nice day. Please subscribe. I would really very much appreciate that. And this video is about General Motors giving notice, not to the supercar world that, hey, we've got a really cool car coming up that you better pay attention to. No, no, no. This is a notice to the dealerships to knock off all the stupid markups. So will this work? Everything that GM has done in the past has been a big fat zero. So who knows? So I've looked into this a little bit, and I thought that even though I may be, 2 or 3 days out away from the break of the news, I wanted to go ahead and get this together as fast as I could and provide it for y'all and just see what you think. To me, I think this is going to be strike number 3, and I'll tell you why. Here we go. Several Corvette dealers have used the C8 as a way to gain as much profit as possible beyond the Corvette's manufactured suggested retail price, MSRP, at the expense of the Corvette buyers. Do the means support the end? No. To me, nobody wins. I might think that a dealership wants to add a markup as a way to offset lost profits from supply issues. Without knowing the dealership business, I cannot cast stones. I can give my opinion, which is not good. And I know we are unanimous. Many of us warn others all over social media to stay away from certain dealerships. And I think this is a very good reaction on customers' part. Do you recall that it was about a year ago that Chevrolet's Director of Car and Crossover Marketing, Tony Johnson, told us GM wasn't too concerned about Corvette dealer markups? Very interesting. And to me, a little bit on the rude side. Then, in the not so recent past, GM said it was going to implement ADS, Available Days Supply, to help control dealers adding markups. This is a system of giving a Corvette to a dealer as readily as possible just after the dealer sells a Corvette. This, in theory, rewards the dealer for selling a Corvette quickly. For the dealer to have sold a Corvette quickly means that the dealer sold it at or very close to MSRP, the sticker price. This doesn't seem to be happening. To me, that's 2 strikes by GM so far. Now, will there be a 3rd strike? With the Z06 coming up next in the series of C8 Corvettes, it can be easily surmised that dealer and reseller broker markups and profiteering is going to be staggering, to say the least. Probably far worse than the C8 Stingray. Don't you think so? I think GM has decided, in fear of really getting a black eye in this account, that it must get out in front of the markup elephant, a predictable PR triage, so to speak. So here we go. GM speaks out for the 3rd time. GM's North American president, Steve Carlisle, has issued a notice to dealerships in regard to the absurd and greedy markups they've placed on C8 Corvettes. Here is some of the statement Mr. Carlisle issued. He mentions or implies that the supply chain issues and the high demand for the Corvette as reason for dealership markups. A number of dealerships have gone out of their way to, quote unquote, engage in practices that do not support a positive sales experience to our customers. Well, you think? Shows how cutthroat and insensitive dealerships really can be. Anyway, he continues saying this poor dealership behavior tarnishes the GM brand as well as the perception of their dealerships. Really? This is quite obvious. In my opinion, Steve's notice has been extremely fundamental and slow to get any good point across. I continue. He describes the problem by saying that demanding money over and beyond the reservation amounts set in GM's program rules and or having requested customers to pay sums far in excess of the MSRP in order to purchase or lease a vehicle is careless. He implies that GM has room for recourse against dealerships by stating, GM dealers are obligated to ethically and lawfully sell GM products as stated in Article 5 of the Dealer Sales and Service Agreement, which further states, dealer agrees to effectively, ethically, and lawfully sell and promote the purchase, lease, and use of products by customers. And his notice goes on to explain that dealers are not to advertise or promote something falsely, meaning that for those of us that go to the dealership to pick up a C8 after waiting, hoping to finalize the purchase, cannot be sucker punched in the face with a large additional fee or markup adjustment. And any such activities that are harmful to the reputation of GM or its products are agreed to never be done by the dealer. So when you see a used C8 Corvette with virtually no miles on it at a reseller shop, it could have come from someone that walked away from their purchase due to the dealer adding an insane market adjustment. Then the dealer hands the C8 over to a broker or reseller, all of which is not allowed by GM, but has not been investigated or upheld by GM so far in order to protect the customers. Let's get through 3 main points made by Steve in the message. Number 1, huge markups and last-minute market adjustments go against Article 5 of the Dealer Sale and Service Agreement because the actions are not ethical, not effective, and harm the reputation of both GM and the brand. Misleading the customer is a big deal. Number 2, GM warns that dealers that work with brokers are in breach of the GM DSSA, Bulletin number 20-6, Transactional Integrity and Export Policy, dated back in July 1st, 2020, and in breach of Bulletin number 21-17, Sell for Resale or Export, dated November 22 of 2001. They also breach Article 5 again because it says dealers are not to sell new cars for resale, and they are not allowed to sell anyone in the business of reselling, brokering, or wholesales. Number 3, finally, if GM recognizes any dealership acting poorly, like undermining the customer's expectations and the integrity of a sale, then GM reserves the right to punish that dealer. The initial punishment will be, but not limited to, redirecting any number of or all of the dealer's allocations. And or GM can take other recourses prescribed in the Dealer Sales and Services Agreement. Do you think that GM will spend time and money in this time of financial difficulty for automakers to seriously protect the customers? Will the letter to the dealers go unnoticed and placed in file 13? My advice is save your money and don't hold your breath. You will need that extra money for your C8Z06 if you even think you're going to get one. And you will need to actually practice deep breathing, since you will need all the oxygen around you to cough up that extra money. Me personally, I really have zero expectations that GM will actively punish a dealer. I would love to see it. I would love to see it right now. I don't know. What do you think? Well, that'll do it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. Please hit that subscribe button. It doesn't hurt a thing to do that. It's fun. And you know what? You never know when I might pump out something else that you might like. So there you go. And with that, relax. Take it easy. And I will see you later. Bye.